Hello and welcome back. I'm here at a rather large B&Q store and I know they've got lots of new plants and I'm rather excited to show you all round. So shout out to Butterfly as well, who told me that the seeds are down to 50 pence. That's B&Q's own make of seeds. They're the Verve seeds. So yeah, I picked up 4 packets the other day because there wasn't many left on the stand. But for now, let's go off and enjoy B&Q. So as you walk into the store, there's lots of packets of bulbs. They're £6.50 or there's an offer of 2 for £10, and we've got these double begonias pastel mixed. Also in that offer we've got some gladioli classic mix. We've got some oriental lilies. We've got these summer boxes with grow your own meadow gardens and they're £4.50. We've got some of these large boxes of bulbs and they're £10 each. This one's called the Jewel Collection. This particular box is a Pretty in Pink selection, and then this box is Classic Summer Shades Collection. And we've also got a Cottage Garden Collection, so all of these boxes are £10. Also we've got some of these Grow the Biggest Giant Sunflower kits and they're £5 each. So some of these packets of bulbs, they start at £2, and we've got some begonias, anemones, gladioli and dahlias. The largest variety of bulbs that they've got are these packets and they're £3.50 each, or on an offer for 3 for £8. So you've got a variety of gladioli, orchids and lilies. So I'm going to go in now and see what's in the garden area at the back. So as you walk in, this is where they had their 50p seeds. As you can see, some of the shelves have been cleared, but we have got some, I think they have restocked some of these seeds, and they're all the B&Q, the Verve make. So we've got oregano, Savoy cabbage and gherkins. We've got some flowers as well. We've got some foxgloves, and we've also got some allium. That's something I wouldn't mind picking up because I haven't seen those for a long time. And that's what I did pick up the other day, the butterhead lettuce. So as you go through this part of the store, you've got all their hoses and sprays and everything else like that. A little idea for a display here. Cordyline, that's £5. The dianthus with them, they're £7 a pot. So I think these are part of their Easter display. Got these lovely looking ducks here. So they're pre-filled with primroses and ivy, and they're £10 a duck. So these rabbits, they also have the same fillings of the primrose and ivy, and they seem to be £14 each. So we've got this hanging basket mix with primroses and ivy and some other plants, and this seems to be £24. And this smaller hanging basket with a little tree in the middle, that's £20. We've got this pre-filled sheep with ivy and primroses, and that's also £14. So we've got some of these small containers down here, and they seem to be £8.50 each, or 2 for £12. We've got these wicker pots with trees and primroses, and they're £15 each, or 2 for £26. We've got this planted metal bucket for £15, and they've got some nice Hessian handles, and the same for these metal planted troughs, and they're £12.50. We've got some lovely bright purple sonettis here, and they're £7 a pot. And in this rhododendron display, these particular pots, they're £29 each. We've got some polyanthus here for £4 a pot, or 3 for £10. So we've got this Bellis or Daisy, and it's £4 a pot, and the same again, 3 for £10 in the offer. It's a really cute looking flower and it's a perennial. We've got some mini dianthus and ivy pots here, and they're £5 each as well. We've got some little viola pots, and they're £2.50 each, or there's an offer there for 5 for £10. So we've got some dwarf daffodil packs here, and the offer is they're £7 a pack, or you can buy 2 for £12. And the same again for this allium pack, that's £7 or 2 for £12. And again for these tulips, it's £7 or 2 for £12. And also in the offer as well is this muscari as well. So got lots of variety of tulips here. This particular one, Hermitage, and it's a lovely orange fiery tulip with a sort of purpley edge. We've also got this pink tulip Mistress, and this tulip here with a lovely sort of frilly edge is called New Santa. So we've got this pinky and purpley mix, and these are called Haiti Nights. This larger pot here for £7.75, and it's a tulip mix, and it's called Pina Colada. Here we've got this Leucojum Summer Snowflake, and it's £7.75 for the pot. The plant is quite tall, and on the end of the flowers, as you can see, it's got these lovely little sort of tips with green on the edges. I think it's a variety of a snowdrop plant. We've got some more ornamental lilies here, and this one's called Sunny Robin, and it's £4 for the pot, or 3 for £10. We've got this beautiful deep purple pansy here, and that's £2.50 or 5 for £10. So we've got some sweet peas in the same offer as well, and as you can see this one's got quite a few plants, but this pot over here, this one's only got 4 plants, so you need to be a bit choosy with which pot you pick up. So we've got this tray of sweet williams, and it's £8 for the pack, or it's 2 for 14. These geraniums as well, and there's a slightly different offer on these. They're £7.50 a pack, or 2 for 13. And here we've got this saxifraga. It's a perennial, and it's £9 for the pot. So here we've got this cineraria silver dust, and that's £2.50 a pot, or 5 for £10. And we've got this larger pack here of sweet peas. That's £8 or 2 for 14. And we've got this dianthus pack with 9 plants in it, and that's £4 or 3 for £10. So we've got another bellis or daisy. This one's rose, and it's £2.50 for the pot, or 5 for £10. So we've got some individual alliums in these pots, and they're £5 each, and this particular one is Mont Blanc. We've also got this camassia, and it's called Maybell, and it's quite a spiky looking plant, and this is also £5 as well. And we've got this crocus pack here, that's £7 or 2 for £12. And the same offer as well for this dwarf daffodil. It's a really pretty looking flower. And we've got this smaller allium in this pot, and that's £4 or an offer of 3 for £10. Got this mixed pot of hyacinths, and they're £7.75 a pot. Really pretty looking actually. Got this really pretty planted pot here, and this really little cute chicken and chick in the background. Little bay tree here, and it's £4, or there's an offer of 3 for £10. Got some lavender pots here, and they're £7 or an offer of 2 for £12. And we've got some tree versions here. That one's £15 for that pot, and this one's £19. So we've got some lavender packs here, and they're £10 each. Got some of these ready planted viola hanging baskets, and they're £8 each. And then we've got this larger cone-shaped hanging basket, and that's £24. And then we've got these plastic hanging baskets. They're £8 each, or 2 for £12. We've got some small blueberry plants, and they're £5.50. Then we've got some vegetable packs. We've got this kale here, that's £2.25. And broccoli the same, that's £2.25 for 6 plants as well. And Brussels sprouts, they're also £2.25 for 6 plants. So we've got some organic bushes here, and they're £8 each, and we've got a blackberry Loch Ness, and then we've got this organic blackcurrant Ben Nevis, and that's also £8. And then we've got this organic kiwi Jenny, and that's £12. We've got some organic red currants, was it Jonker Van Tets, and that's £8. We've got a larger blueberry plant here, and it's £20, and the variety is Blue Sugar Pop. So we've got some gooseberries here, and we've got some black currants, £5.50 for both of those. We've got a pink currant here, and that's also £5.50, and a white currant. They've got a few fruit trees here as well. Let's have a look what they've got. There's a cherry over here, it's Regina, and that's £24. It's quite a tall plant, it's got to be about 6 foot. We've got an apple golden delicious, that's also £24, again same kind of height. Conference pear, that's also £24. And we've got an apple fiesta as well, that's also £24. We've also got the apple empire, that's £24. And they've also got a selection here of slightly smaller trees, and these start at £20. No, actually they're all £20. So what have we got? Oh, so these are dwarf varieties. So dwarf apple malus. Is this Piemont dwarf cherry prunus? There we are, that's £20 as well. I'd say those are about 2.5 to 3 foot. And we've also got this dwarf pear as well, Louisa. More of the raspberry plants again, so £5.50 for those. They've got a lot of the blueberry plants for £20 in these blue pots. And the organic ones again. We've got an organic wineberry. If anyone knows what they're like, give me a shout out. Are they more bitter or are they sweeter than a normal raspberry? So we've got some poppies, they're £7 a pot, Allegro. And on the front here again we've got more of the herbs. So we've got the curry plant, and again that's £4 a pot or 3 for £10. Same with this rosemary, that's £4 for the pot or 3 for £10. And again, we've got some mint here as well. That's £4 a pot or 3 for £10. And we've got some parsley as well. That one hasn't actually got a label, but I think it comes under the same offer as well. So here we've got their Alpine selection, and same offers again. So it's £4 each or 3 for £10. We've got this Aubris Deep Rose, that's £4. We've got this Armeria Ballerina White, that's £4 or 3 for £10 as well. We've got the Audrey Purple shades, and that's £9 for that pack of 6. So we've got these sweet little anemone pots, and they're £2.50 each. And we've got these sedum pots, they're £4 each or 3 for £10. So they're foxglove packs of 6 plants, they're £9 each. So we've also got this delphinium collection, and that's £9 for the 6 pots. So we've got this lovely looking dicentra, also known as bleeding hearts, and it's £9 for the pot. But as you can see on the close-up here, they're such pretty little flowers. We've got this lovely anemone here, it's a lovely deep purple, and it's £4 for the pack, or you can pick them up for 3 for £10. Same for the begonia here, that's £4 a pot or 3 for £10. And the same again with these lupins, they're £4 a pot or 3 for £10. So they're poppies, they've got a few different colours. You've got some white and red ones, so all £7 a pot. We've still got some Christmas on display here, and what is it, it's nearly end of March. So this is a really pretty plant, it's a Photonia Pink Crispy, and as you can see the leaves, they're variegated, and you've got the lovely mix between the pink and the green, something I haven't got in the garden, but I'm quite struck by this, so I'm going to keep an eye out for it. So here we've got this Coryllis contorta, also known as a corkscrew hazel, and you can see it's really twisted, and that's £12 in the pot. And here we've got this Salix or weeping willow, and that's £15 for the pot. We've got this red robin for £39, and here we've got this red acer, and that's also £39. Got some lovely blossom trees, and these are £39 as well. So we've got the Salix Mount Asso, and this is £29. I'll take you in closer there for the buds, they're really pretty. And I'd say this is about 7 foot as well. This rhododendron here, it's £9. And this looks like a really pretty rhododendron here with the lovely variegation on the leaves, and this is £26. This one's coming to the end of its flowering, but they've got this camellia pink here, and that one I'd say it's about 4 foot, and that's £40. This is a lovely blossoming bush for only £12. As you can see, it's got plenty of flowers on there. We've got this lovely Kojo no Mai, and that's £12 for the pot. We've got this lovely purple rhododendron for £18 as well. Lots of grasses in this selection here. They're £4 each or 3 for £10, and you've got different varieties. So Elijah Blue there, Lady Sunshine. We've got some of the larger grasses here. They range from £12, and this even bigger pot, it's £16. And here we've got the Limandro White Sands, and that's £16 for the pot. So here we've got some quite large clematis plants, and this particular one is Clematis spiky, and it's £39. I'd say these are about 7 to 8 foot tall, and here we've got a passion flower, and that's also £39. This wisteria pink here, and that's £30, and I think this is also about 7 foot as well. This eucalyptus tree, it looks more like it's 9 foot, and that's £39. And this bay tree we've got here, I'd say this is about 7 to 8 feet tall, and this is £125. You can pick up this smaller bay for £20, and that's got to be about 5 foot. If you like a magnolia, this one seems to be quite a good price. It's £30, and it's called a Magnolia Susan. And I'd say this tree, it's quite a nice established one. I think it's about 4 foot high. So if you want a big feature for the garden, we've got this variegated phormium, and it's £55 for the pot. But as you can see, it is quite a large pot as well. So the cheapest magnolia trees they've got here, they start at £20. And we've got these small ceanothus plants, they're £7. So here we have a Sarcococca Dragon's Gate, and that's £9 for the pot. And here we have a Leucothui White Water, and this is a variegated plant again, and this is £9 for the pot. Here we've got this ceanothus plant, but it looks quite wild. I don't know if it needs to be trained to be climbing, and this is £4 for the pot or 3 for £10. I've got this small little pine tree here, and that's £9. And then this larger pine tree, this is £39 for the pot. So we've got these topiary trees here, and they're £70 each. So there are a few varieties of bamboo here, and I think this is one of the cheapest as it starts at £19. So looking at some of the prices of the other trees here, this particular magnolia tree, this one's £85. And here we've got this liquid amber gumball tree, and this is £135, but it's been trained onto this bamboo frame. Here we've got this Ribes King Edward VII, and this is £9 a pot, and as you can see it's got a really pretty little pink flower on the end here. Euphorbia, that's £9, and that's a Miner's Merlot, the colour there. They've got other cordylines as well, and this is £10 a pot. We've got some smaller clematis plants here, and the offer is £7 a pot, or 2 for £12. And some of the varieties are John Paul II, Rubens. We've got a multi-pink. We've got this honeysuckle in a pot here, that's also £7 or 2 for £12. And then we've got these climbing hydrangeas. We've got these wisterias, they're £65 a pot, and they're also trained onto a bamboo kind of structure as well. They're about, what would I say, that's about 4 foot, 3.5, no, 4, just over 4 foot maybe. We've got this Acer in a pot, I'll just pan up for you. And this is £80, it's about 6 foot I'd say. This red robin has been shaped into the trees, and they're £70, and as you can see there, I'd say that's about 5 foot. And if you're after some compost, their offer here is 3 for £15 or £6 for one bag, and that's the 50 litre, or they've got the 100 litre for £11.50. There's some of these dog statues, and they're ranging from £40, and then some of the smaller ones, I think they're between £26 and £24. And we've also got this metal pheasant, and I think it's £38. They've got some snails here, but they seem to be a bit damaged. I think they're between £10 and £12, but I don't need any more snails in my garden. I think this frog is quite realistic, and I think he's about, is it £17? I am quite partial to a kingfisher, and I think this one is, I think it's £10. They've done a good job on the display for the outdoor furniture here. The price on the table says £1,250. I'm not entirely sure what's included in that price, but the way they've set it up in this display is really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed coming round B&Q and seeing all the new spring plants and bulbs. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers who've joined the channel. So I had to re-record some of the sound because it was so noisy in B&Q, and I hope this hasn't been too distracting for you. But thank you everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care now, bye bye.